or light? No, that's less. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. What did I say? Okay, 10,000 times. There's a hair on my forehead and I can't. Okay. First of all, how did we get here? How do I have a 6-month-old? Second of all, this is just going to be a general spitting out what I can recall about 0 to 6. Thanks for joining me. My name is Tori. First of all, actually, I'm going to start with like what's happening right now because it's fresh in my brain. The teething, which technically, so like for us, it started right after he turned 6 months, but prepare yourselves. You're going to want all those like toys that you can put in the fridge that he can teeth on, right? He, she, whatever. You've got a babe, right? You're going to want extra diapers because, fun fact, diaper rash comes with teething because their poop is more acidic. Awesome. Vaseline, so, or like petroleum jelly, whatever you want to call it. You're also going to want extra burp cloths. Make sure you have plenty of clothes or plenty of baby laundry detergent because going through so freaking much. Okay, so anyways, teething is a nightmare. We had just gotten back into sleeping regularly, so we were getting a good amount of sleep, and then teething started. Also, make sure you have baby ibuprofen or that kind of thing, which these poor kids, these poor little babes with their teeth, and he like actually would reach into his mouth and like pull on his gums and cry in pain because he's like, Mom, this hurts. Anyways, so that's a nightmare. It's just a lot of screaming. Prepare yourselves. I know this is like not what you want to hear. It's the worst, but there are so many good things that we can talk about later. Anyways, they tell you sleep when babe sleeps, right? So going back to like the beginning, it's not enough. Especially if you're recovering from surgery like I did because I had a C-section. Have whether it's your husband, because your husband or your boyfriend, whatever, the other parent is probably sleep deprived also, so it would be great if you had grandma, aunts, uncles, whoever it may be, just come and sit in your house and entertain the babe. Enjoy the babe's presence while you get a couple more Z's, because I was having such a hard time mentally, physically, because I was trying to heal and everything, because of the lack of sleep, because of the 2-3 hour increments, and it was hard for me to sleep, even when he was sleeping, like during the day. I couldn't bring myself to sleep unless I was actually like just passing out. I wanted to breathe a little. I wanted to take an extra long shower. I wanted to eat more. Like when he was sleeping, it's just, you want to feel a little bit more alive. So it's hard to sleep when they sleep during the day. At least that's what I found. So that's my advice for that part. Postpartum, for me, it hit about that 2-month after point, which of course was like November, December for us. So seasonal depression also kind of settled in. It was very difficult. So any moms that have that end of summer, beginning of fall babes, I get you. I feel you, because that postpartum hits in at the same time as seasonal, and it's a lot. So it's super, super important to get out of the house. Take babe on a stroll. Yeah, like winter, it's not the easiest, but like go to the mall, just get around, just breathe a little, just treat yourself, buy yourself that Annie and soft pretzel and all this stuff. Just go and enjoy yourself. Just get out. It's okay to leave babe. My husband and I'm so thankful for him that I feel comfortable, that he's such a good dad, and that I can just leave for a few hours. I left him, my son, the first time, I think he was like 6 weeks old. I went out to dinner with some friends from work, and man, it was so needed, and it like boosts you up so much. And you need to hold on to those moments, because in the middle of the night when you're still up, or you're up after you only slept for an hour, it can be so difficult and so tiring and so exhausting. On top of that, my light died? Really? Are you kidding me? Okay, it's been a while since I used this light, but I actually think it looks better. I don't even know. Okay, so hello, welcome back. Where was I? Breastfeeding. Oh my word. So, I know, breastfeeding is a beautiful thing. It's nice. You can feel like a connection. I don't like it. Not a fan. I honestly don't, like, if we do have another babe, I don't know if I'll do it again, because it is so mentally draining. Maybe if, like, we have a spring babe so that it's summertime, so that I'm not going through that whole seasonal thing when going through, like, the major postpartum. But I feel so drained all the time. And it's, like, literally the life is being sucked out of you. Like, as the milk gets sucked out. You know what I mean? Like, it's exhausting. It's great. It makes life easy because babe wakes up in the middle of the night. Oh, pop them on the boob. They're back asleep. Pop them back up. Like, there you go. We're good. We're set. But it's a lot. It's so much. And I have been majorly struggling. Just honesty hour here. And I just 100% broke down the other day because it's a lot. Anyways. Some tips for you, necessary things. You definitely want a baby swing. We just had to put ours away because he's like pushing up on the bottom and his head falls over the top. But, you know, baby swing is super helpful. Baby carrier, super helpful because sometimes they just don't want to be put down. Bassinet, we didn't use for sleeping, but we did use for setting him in to hang out, like when we're sitting at in the office or whatever, so that he's up off the floor but he's laying down, he's chilling. Or when he started sitting up, and we would sit the boppy, which another fun necessary thing, boppy right inside the bassinet, and he'd like sit in there, and then we'd have a bunch of toys and he'd just play around. And even one time he played so much he passed out and he's just sitting there like this. And it was great. So, yeah, bassinet, boppy, even if you don't do sleeping in the bassinet, which, don't hate, guys. We did bed sharing, so he just slept on either side of me, and then when he started really rolling and stuff, he sleeps in between me and Mike. So if he wakes up and starts rolling around, he hits either me or Mike, and by the time he wakes up, we're up anyways. And he's so freaking cute when he just wakes up and he's happy. Not when he wakes up at like 2 a.m. because then he's not happy because he wakes up hungry. But when he wakes up for the morning, he wakes up and he goes, and it's the cutest thing ever, and it makes me so happy. But yeah, it was so much easier. It made me feel so much more comfortable. We did the bassinet for a couple days, like on and off for the first few couple weeks, I want to say. And then he just started sleeping in the bed all the time because he was sleeping on me or next to me or whatever. He stayed asleep longer, and that was so much more necessary. And there are safe ways to do it. I am able to do it because ever since giving birth, I don't move in my sleep really. Which, yeah, sometimes I'm stiff, but and when I do move, I'm awake. So it's not really a safety hazard for us. So of course it's going to be depending on your situation. Like my husband flips a little bit more, but we have a big enough bed that even if he's on the side of, even if our son is on the side between us, my husband's not gonna flip on him or close to him or anything like that, you know what I mean? So it's completely safe thing. There are safe ways to bed share is the consensus of that little rant there. Which was something I never really thought about, and would always just like, well, yeah, they sleep in the bassinet, like next to the bed, and they sleep in the crib. And we have started using the crib just a little bit here and there, which was kind of cool because you do get a little bit more space in your bed, which is great. What else? So these toys that are like 6 months and up, I feel like they're wrong. They're just wrong. There's obviously some things like longer strings, whatever, longer tags, hard things that they can accidentally hit themselves in the head with, whatever. But like Disney bath toys are marked 6 months and up, and he's been playing with them since he was like 2 months old. And he likes to chew on them, stick them in his face, like, you know, and they're perfect for him. They are a little bit of a harder toy because they are bath toys, but they're bigger, or like the smaller ones, like he's not swinging them around. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they're perfect. He loves the Moana set, and it's fantastic. Also, like, music, I did not know how much under 6 months old like could love music and movies and all this stuff. We don't like do TV like too often, but sometimes we put it on. Sometimes it calms him down. Sometimes he's laying down, the TV's on, and he like looks back every once in a while. He's like, you know what? I like the presence of this. I like having Blue's Clues on, or like a Disney movie on in the background. Sometimes I'll look over at it. It's all the way over there. It's not that big a deal, guys. Don't stress over it too much. And then he'll come back over here and play. Or he's sitting up, working on his sitting up game, and he looks up at the TV and looks back down and playing, or like all this stuff. It's okay, guys. You're doing great. You're doing a great job. And what else? Yeah, I guess that's really all, because we're getting a little bit longer here. So, reminder, be nice to yourself, be nice to your brain, have some fun every once in a while, get dressed up. Even if you and your child are just getting dressed up to take some fun photos, do it. Feel good about yourself. You are working so hard. You have already done so much, whether you went through the whole adoption process, pregnancy process, surrogacy, whatever you went through just to have this child in your life, it's already a lot. So this first few months are gonna be even more on top of that, and it's a lot sometimes, but it's so rewarding and it's so beautiful. It's difficult. It is not easy. So if you are parenting, go you. You are the heroes of the world. You are awesome. And that is all I'm going to say for today. Let me know down below if you have any other things for that 0 to 6 month, like that first half of the year. Also, like, how are we halfway through to my child being a year? What is this? Anyways, so again, my name is Tori, and I post things on motherhood and Disney and all kinds of things. Coming up soon will be a whole travel thing, because in a couple weeks we are leaving for a little adventure. The first time I'm flying with Babe, everything like that. I'm so excited. So tune in and subscribe to see those in the near future, and I will see you guys in the next video.